for joining us today at Cafe FFA.
That's right, Callie. We are excited to have you all here and are eager to share our daily specials.
My executive chefs and I have spent some time perfecting this recipe and hope you find it particularly appetizing.
Thank goodness we are cooking. I cannot wait to eat a steak steered to perfection with a baked potato and a fresh Caesar salad.
Well, Olivia, that does sound delicious, but that's not the kind of entree we'll be serving up from Cafe FFA. Instead, we will be sharing a recipe with progressive ingredients to begin serving the growing appetite of the world.
That's correct. These ingredients are a little different than what you would normally find at any restaurant, but it's the year 2022, and 98% of these family farms are currently feeding about 165 people per farm every year. These 98% make up 87% of total farm production.
However, by the year 2050, our population is expected to increase by 2.2 billion people. That means our farmers will need to produce an additional 70 to 100% more food to feed the flourishing population. Today, we plan to mix up 4 easy ingredients that all progressive agriculturalists and families across the globe will need in order to cook up some solutions to this upcoming problem.
Our first ingredient is education. We need to be diligent in teaching the youngest generation, especially those not involved with farming or ranching. This begins with our teachers, our parents, and our future leaders. They must be attentive in stressing the importance of agriculture and developing the generation to carry the torch.
By centering education, we are increasing awareness, knowledge, and development in vast ways. Therefore, we must remind the future generations that agriculture is the oldest and most important industry across the world. Therefore, it will be up to them to be able to feed the future generations of people and animals. If they are not able to do this, humankind will be in a bit of a sticky situation come 2050.
Our next ingredient is technology. Let's face it, education and technology go together like peanut butter and jelly. What we need now is new innovators to become the next generation of technology developers. Imagine an app that measures the freshness of fruits and veggies. According to goodnet.org, some 40% of food in the United States goes uneaten, which is about 20 pounds of food wasted per person every month. The app developed by the USDA called FoodKeeper is certainly an innovative tool that needs to be added to the pot and will make up just a dash of this recipe.
Now that we have education and technology brewing in the pot, we need to sprinkle some modern ideas in for flavor. With the dash of progressivism, we can really elevate the way we are able to produce our food. A progressive agriculturalist is someone who advocates for reform and changes in how our industry works. With the growing population approaching, we are in need of producing more food and fast.
There are so many new and innovative ways to grow our own food. One way is vertical farming.
Did you just say vertical farming?
Yes, Olivia. According to Bowery Farming's blog, vertical farming is the agricultural process where you grow crops in vertical rather than traditional horizontal rows. As we are all aware, land is becoming harder to find, so this is a great idea.
This conservation of space allows for higher crop yield per square foot of surfaces because we are able to control and manipulate the conditions of most of these plants. In comparison, it is similar to smart thermostats in our modern homes. Each moon can be set to different temperatures, just as our newly innovated farms allow for variations in humidity, temp, and light from area to area within a single farm.
So what I'm hearing is Alexa is going to be the next voice-activated farming assistant, right?
Not quite, Olivia, but what we will discuss is how genetically modified organisms offer genetic strategies for rapid crop improvement. For example, this recipe calls for drought-tolerant seeds like rice hybrids. These GMOs have a higher drought tolerance and allow farmers to produce a crop and produce a yield despite the lack of water.
That's right, Ellie. To meet the challenge of feeding the increased population by 2050, we believe GMOs are a strong choice to generate a steady supply of goods because, unfortunately, our conventional breeding won't be able to keep up with the pace that is required.
Well, I believe it's time to get back to Cafe FFA. Ladies, let's preheat our oven. Let's start stirring our ingredients well. Let's cook at learning temperatures until next generation. And once it's done, let's divide equally and serve the world.
We sincerely thank y'all for joining us at Cafe FFA. Please be sure and leave us a great review on Google. After all, the next generation is sure to be hungry.